Let's check this out right here. Of course, this is supposed to be the arena that Angel Reese built, right? Question mark. Caitlin Clark right here signing autographs. Look at these fans. Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously. This person over here, show us Barbie. Yeah, not lined up for Barbie.
The Indiana Fever secured victory against the Chicago Sky with a final score of 93-78, though the contest remained competitive until the closing moments. With just 29 seconds remaining on the clock, the outcome was finally decided in favor of the Fever. The Chicago Sky, despite their struggles this season, managed to stay within striking distance throughout most of the game. The battle wasn't truly settled until approximately 1 minute and 40 seconds remained, highlighting the Sky's persistence despite their overall poor performance this year. Kelsey Mitchell delivered an outstanding performance for Indiana, though head coach Stephanie White made the puzzling decision to remove her from the game while she was performing exceptionally well.
For Barbie. In Barbie's own arena. Glad to see Chicago giving Barbie a welcome to Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, the actual real Barbie right there. This was like Barbie Day, something like that. Who knows? Kelsey Mitchell. Get this, folks. 13 points in the first quarter. The Sky scored 13 points in the first quarter. She literally matched the entire Chicago Sky team in the...
This coaching choice raised questions about game management strategy. Despite this being promoted as Angel Reese's home venue, the fan attention clearly favored other players. Caitlin Clark was observed signing autographs for numerous supporters, drawing significant crowds. The arena atmosphere seemed more focused on visiting players than the home team stars. Sophie Cunningham received attention as well, particularly during what appeared to be a themed promotional night.
13 points in the first quarter. She literally matched the entire Chicago Sky team in quarter one, and this still was a game with 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left in the game. It was still a game. That's unacceptable. This Sky team, terrible. They're absolutely putrid. And this is, hey, okay, great. I mean, yay, give Stephanie White all the credit in the world. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Austin Kelly.
Mitchell's dominance was evident from the opening period, where she single-handedly matched Chicago's entire first quarter output of 13 points. Despite this early advantage, the contest remained uncomfortably close even in the final minutes, which reflects poorly on Chicago's overall quality as a basketball team. Previous encounters between these teams have seen much larger victory margins, with one recent game featuring a 40-point blowout. This 15-point victory, while decisive, felt too narrow given the circumstances and opponent quality. Chicago played without several key contributors, including Angel Reese and Ariel Atkins, their most effective player.
You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Austin Kelly, I believe, blew out this team by what? 40? Am I wrong? It's some ridiculous number. And I understand that it finished out not close, but that's too close. That's a 15-point game. No Angel Reese playing in this game at all. Ariel Atkins did not play in this game. Really, Chicago's best player did not play in this game.
The absence of such important pieces made the close nature of this contest even more concerning for Indiana's championship aspirations. Through 3 quarters, Mitchell had accumulated 30 points with 6 successful three-point attempts. Her recent shooting improvement has been noteworthy, addressing previous concerns about her field goal efficiency. She finished the evening with impressive statistics, 12 of 19 shooting for 63% accuracy, connecting on 7 of 10 three-point attempts, and scoring 35 total points. Michaela Thompson contributed significantly with 75% shooting accuracy, converting 6 of 8 field goal attempts.
Chicago's best player did not play in this game. And it was a single-digit game with about 2.5 minutes left. I'm still not impressed. The Stephanie White truthers, not impressed. Kelsey Mitchell through 3 quarters, 30 points, 6 3-pointers at the time. This is the one thing I can honestly say I'm impressed with. Kelsey Mitchell is actually shooting well from the field lately. That's been my number one issue with Kelsey Mitchell.
Her athletic ability stands out prominently on the court, displaying a level of physical capability that surpasses most players in the league. Her movement and athleticism appear almost professional level in quality. Chloe Bibby, recently acquired by the Fever and nicknamed for her impact potential, made her debut appearance. In just under 11 minutes of action, she contributed 8 points, outproducing Natasha Howard, who played 12 minutes. Bibby's first basket for her new team generated enthusiastic reactions from teammates and coaching staff.
Number one issue with Kelsey Mitchell has been her field goal percentage in these games. But it's been much improved. 12 of 19, 63%, 7 of 10 from three-point range, 35 points. 35 points. It's impressive. All right. Michaela Timpson, don't look now, shot 75% from the field.
Lexi Hall provided crucial scoring during important stretches, hitting key shots when Indiana needed momentum. Her contributions helped maintain the lead during challenging periods of the game. Aaliyah Boston recorded 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists, though her recent performances have been less impressive compared to earlier in the season. At one point, Boston was considered among the top MVP candidates, particularly when Caitlin Clark was injured. However, her production has declined without Clark's playmaking ability feeding her opportunities.
6 of 8. I got to tell you, when she's on the court, she looks more athletic than anybody else on the entire court. And I'm not sure it's that close. She's got a level of athleticism that is impressive. It honestly almost feels a little NBA player-like. Seriously. Her athleticism is serious. So, the one person I have now nicknamed.
The game featured several momentum shifts, with Chicago managing to reduce the deficit to single digits late in the fourth quarter. At one point, the Sky trimmed the lead to just 6 points, making the contest more competitive than expected. Despite winning by 15 points, the victory lacked the dominant feel expected from a team with Indiana's talent level. The Sky's ability to remain competitive throughout raises questions about the Fever's consistency and ability to execute decisive victories against weaker opponents. Had Chicago's missing players been available, including Ariel Atkins and potentially Kennedy Carter if she remained on the roster, the outcome might have been different.
So, the one person I have now nicknamed Red Kryptonite, Chloe Bibby, made her introduction to the Indiana Fever today right after getting picked up 8 points in 10 minutes and 48 seconds. She outscored Natasha Howard, who only played 12 minutes. Lexi Hall hit a couple of big points, a couple of big buckets going,
These personnel considerations highlight how narrow the margin for error remains for Indiana. The Fever's talent level should produce more convincing victories against struggling teams like Chicago. Playing down to competition level appears to be a recurring theme, suggesting coaching and execution issues that need addressing. Several Chicago players appeared to lack intensity and competitive fire. Carmela Cardoso, in particular, seemed to have lost her usual aggressive approach to the game, showing diminished energy compared to previous performances.
And ability to sell shoes. Nike and their brand have a problem in Middle America that Caitlin Clark is fixing. Where would Nike like for LeBron James to land? I think in Indiana. Who has LeBron James been pretending to just love and support? And maybe it's not even pretending, or who is LeBron James strategically?
Whether this reflects team culture or individual motivation remains unclear. The overall performance, while resulting in victory, exposed areas where Indiana must improve to achieve their championship goals. The inability to put away inferior opponents decisively could prove problematic in more competitive matchups throughout the season. Nike faces challenges with its struggling stock performance and the ongoing search for another superstar athlete comparable to Michael Jordan. The company appears to have discovered this next major talent, though unexpectedly in female form. Caitlin Clark represents Nike's most valuable marketing opportunity.
Or who has LeBron James strategically been befriending all over social media at every opportunity, realizing that the black queens, the lesbian queens of the WNBA have a problem every time LeBron James capes up for Caitlin Clark. This is very strategic by LeBron James and Nike. They want a relationship between Caitlin Clark and LeBron James. This is marketing magic.
Clark has emerged as Nike's premier promotional asset. When the company needed to boost sales for Kobe Bryant's shoe line, they selected Clark as the spokesperson rather than creating her own signature footwear. The strategy proved successful, with the Kobe shoes achieving rapid sellout status. This campaign served as a crucial test of Clark's commercial appeal and her capacity to drive consumer purchases. The brand encounters challenges connecting with heartland American consumers, a demographic gap that Clark's presence helps address.
Magic. I think LeBron James has 2 seasons left in the NBA. You send him to Indiana. You do a marketing campaign about LeBron James, the GOAT, or one of the greatest of all time. Nike wouldn't call him the GOAT because that'd be offensive to Michael Jordan. But one of the greats of all time ends up in the ultimate basketball city and state, where they're having this basketball revival.
Nike's positioning strategy involves a potential partnership between Clark and LeBron James, who has been publicly supporting and engaging with Clark across social platforms. This relationship creates tension with certain WNBA personalities, but represents calculated marketing planning. The brand recognizes opportunities in LeBron's remaining NBA career, estimated at 2 seasons. A strategic move would place him with the Indiana Pacers, creating powerful storytelling around basketball's greatest players converging in the sport's traditional heartland during Clark's rising popularity.
Where they're having this basketball revival with Caitlin Clark. LeBron James gets paired not just with Caitlin Clark symbolically, but in real life he gets paired with the man that I call the best coach in the NBA in the last 2 decades, Rick Carlisle. This is a story. This is a narrative. This is something that has a lot of potential. You're saying, well, hold on, Miles Turner just left.
This scenario would pair LeBron with Rick Carlisle, considered among the NBA's finest coaches over recent decades. The narrative potential centers on basketball excellence meeting in Indiana's basketball-centric culture. While Miles Turner's departure to Milwaukee and Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles injury present challenges, the strategy spans multiple seasons. The initial year would focus on LeBron's collaboration with Carlisle, while the second season could pursue championship contention with Halliburton's return.
Turner just left for Milwaukee. LeBron would want no peace. Tyrese Halliburton just tore his Achilles. The Pacers aren't going to be any good next year. This is a 2-year strategy. This is a 2-year story. This is about next year, what LeBron could do working alongside Rick Carlisle. And then in year 2, when Halliburton is back, now
Indiana possesses roster depth and tradable assets. Pascal Siakam presents an intriguing component, a 31-year-old all-star averaging 20 points and 8 rebounds, potentially the team's strongest player alongside Halliburton. His power forward position and complementary skills might appeal to teams like Dallas seeking win-now talent. The Lakers, perpetually in championship mode, could find value in such established players.
2, when Halliburton is back, now that's when you really have a chance for a championship. Next year is about, hey, can we make some magic and maybe win the East? Pairing Rick Carlisle the best coach LeBron would have ever had in basketball, and that's not a shot at Eric Spoelstra. That's me complimenting Rick Carlisle. Pacers have a very deep roster. Would they obviously have to give up some pieces to LA to get LeBron James? He's trade bait. You got to trade something.
Trading mechanics and salary implications require detailed analysis, but Nike's influence could facilitate such moves if the company perceives strategic value. The brand sees potential in positioning LeBron within Indiana's basketball narrative alongside Clark, strengthening both athletes' connections with Middle American consumers. Initial reactions might dismiss Indiana as an unlikely destination for LeBron, given his history in Miami, Los Angeles, and Cleveland. However, championship aspirations might override location preferences.
LeBron James, he's trade bait. You got to trade something to get LeBron James. Oh, Pascal Siakam, is he 31 years old? Is he an NBA All-Star? Did he just average 20 points and 8 rebounds this past season? Is he arguably the best player on the Indiana Pacers, even with Tyrese Halliburton? Does he play the power forward position? Is Pascal Siakam a perfect complementary?
Partnering with Carlisle while escaping the Western Conference's intense competition presents compelling reasons for such a move. The Western Conference houses basketball's current elite. Nikola Jokic leads Denver Oklahoma City Thunder, dominates as the conference's top team, and Houston's rebuilt roster adds another strong competitor. Avoiding matchups with Kevin Durant, Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Stephen Curry by moving east offers strategic advantages. The Eastern move would combine superior coaching, compelling storytelling, and optimal positioning for LeBron's post-playing career brand development.
Pascal Siakam, a perfect complementary player to Luka Doncic, more so than LeBron James? Is Pascal Siakam a win-now player for Luka Doncic and the Lakers? The Lakers are always in win-now mode. I'm not saying you can just trade Pascal Siakam straight up for LeBron James, or maybe you could. Or maybe you add, but the Pacers have a very deep team, a lot of assets. I don't know. Someone else is going to have to.
The concept of LeBron symbolically transferring basketball leadership to Clark creates powerful marketing imagery. This mirrors Kobe Bryant's posthumous reputation as a supporter of women's basketball and father figure to daughters. Such positioning would establish LeBron as someone passing basketball's torch to Clark, particularly resonating in current cultural conversations about female leadership. This narrative supports Nike's continued promotion of Clark while maintaining dominance in athletic footwear markets, creating mutually beneficial outcomes for all parties involved in this strategic partnership.